Hello, welcome to Prequel, Sequel, Requel, the show where we pick a film or a franchise and give it a prequel, a sequel, and a requel with a panel of movie-going experts, I'm going to call them tonight. So tonight's film is Death Becomes Her, the classic Robert Zemeckis comedy, horror, thriller, drama. It's got it all, this film. Let's bring our panel in tonight. Let's waste no time whatsoever. First of all, your friend and mine is here every week. It's the one and only Eddie French.
Hello.
Hello, you all right?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Yes, good. How's your week been?
Yes, it's not been bad. I got to watch Death Becomes Her, so I'm very pleased. I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed this film.
So it's not one I've seen for a while. I must say, I've not revisited it in a while. So,
but I think it holds up as being a very entertaining film.
Well, we'll see what the rest of the panel think about that statement, shall we? Let's bring her in. It's your friend and mine. She's here every week. It's Natalie Smeaton.
Hello, friends.
Hello. I gave you the same intro as Eddie. I don't know if you noticed.
I saw that actually, and I was quite pleased. Yes, thank you very much.
I wanted to do you proud this week without.
You did.
Up your thing. So,
I almost couldn't speak when you like put me onto the screen because I was so proud of what you just did.
Emotion.
Yeah, emotion. A lot of emotion.
You should use that. You should have used that in your acting back in the day. A bit of emotion.
What? Got to say, agree with you and Eddie. Got to agree with you and Eddie. Loved this film. Thoroughly enjoyed watching it.
I don't remember. I don't recall saying I loved it. I said I watched it again.
Chris, you sent me that private message saying you loved it and you were doing something.
Chris, so much you decided to do an autopsy on your acting career. Somewhat prematurely, some would argue.
You'll be pleased to know there's 3 people watching on Facebook Live now. Hello, there were nobody a minute ago. I was sweating. There's 3 of them now. I was sweating, but they're here now. That's good. Right, we usually have a special guest tonight, and tonight is no exception to the rule whatsoever. And we're going to bring her in. Now, this young lady is a comedian in her own right. We've known her for quite a while, and she's an improviser. She's a scientist, I believe, who dabbles with chemicals all day, creating Frankenstein monsters. That's what it says on the resume. I don't know. Anyway, it's your friend and mine, Emma Tiddles.
Hello.
I decided on the Tiddles, not Tidswell. I thought, got to be your name on there.
That was far too kind of introduction, but thanks. I'm not bad. Thanks yourself.
I'm good, thank you. Yes.
Aside from the extreme love for Death Becomes Her.
It's all right. Yeah.
He loves it. He's got a t-shirt on that shirt.
We've got a comment here already. It's our friend, look, Roberto is here.
Hey, Roberto, how are you?
Why not cat first? She deserved to be first.
Thank you, Roberto.
To you too, Roberto.
I agree with Roberto. Thank you very much. How are you doing, mate?
Send us some messages, Roberto. You're now the only person in here with us. So, it's a love for this film. I think that's what's...
It was a humble cult classic to me. Lots of good memories, but it isn't. It impacts the future.
I guessed it right. Tiddlywinks. Hello. I love your scandal. Bravo. We were trying to guess, Roberto, on what you were going to name Emma coming in here tonight.
That's all right. That's fine.
Yeah. Tiddlywinks. That's good. Right then, cool. So we all know how this works, us and Roberto. So we have to explain it.
We're gonna... on that point, why don't you? That'll really help things go with the spring.
It's fine. We still can vote. We've still got the deciding vote. Right. So the film tonight is Death Becomes Her. We're going to come up with prequels, sequels, and requels between us. These guys get a minute to pitch their one of those, basically, and then we can vote in the room and on Facebook Live as well. And also, then we'll count the votes in and there'll be a winner of each round. I think that made sense. But first, before any of that, I'm going to read you the DVD box of the back of Death Becomes Her. This is how they sold the film back in the day to you, just for those who haven't seen it in a while. Like Roberto has just said, he's never seen the film. Don't worry, Roberto. Listen closely to this. You'll get it. It will be fine. Right, okay, here we go. Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn star with Bruce Willis in Robert Zemeckis' outrageously entertaining comedy about greed, vanity, sex, immortality, life, and death. Isabella Rossellini is a beautiful enchantress who changes their lives and deaths forever in this hilarious dark comedy with groundbreaking special effects. So there you go. Yeah, They could have said a bit more to it about it. Were groundbreaking at the time. First time they did a bit of
They
CGI,
were,
I
yeah.
think. Although loads
Yeah.
of films claim that. Don't they? First time CGI this in Gladiator. First time they did CGI in Death Becomes Her. First time they did CGI in that young Sherlock Holmes film.
Well, I believe
Tron.
that the stuff that they learned
Tron.
from this film, they actually took into Jurassic Park, which was the next one I believe he made.
There was a few
Yeah.
dinosaur shots in this. You're right.
There were, yeah. When Meryl
Also,
Streep gets
when
chased by that dinosaur.
When the Velociraptor pulls its
Velociraptor.
head out of its own neck and it goes, that'd be
And then
really
it just
good.
pops its head through her tummy like, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, clever
And then-
girl.
yeah, clever girl. Yeah.
Meryl Streep
Oh.
said that she did not enjoy making it because she didn't enjoy how restrictive the CGI was.
Right.
And she wouldn't want to make a film with this much CGI again, apparently was what she said at the time.
Oh, well, she won't be asked again, so she can do one.
It's going to make it very, very tricky for all our sequels, I assume.
Yeah, we'll see. Right then, so we'll crack on. We'll crack straight on with the prequels tonight. There we go. The title card is up. Definitely comes up prequels. First of all, we're going to start with Eddie this evening. I'm going to put you a minute on the clock. We'll hear yours. Starting. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
My prequel is called For Protects Her. And this is set in rural Romagoslovakia. A heavily pregnant peasant woman, you open up, giving birth in a barn. The local horse doctor is attending. After a long night, the mother, having barely survived the birth, holds 4 boys, each with yards and yards of shiny dark hair and abs. As they grow up, their legend spreads for miles around because of how attractive and remarkably, let's just say, Fabio they are about the whole thing. The village clubs together to get the boys the traditional local clothes, which is mainly purple satin, but they can't afford the shirts. This isn't a problem. They'll carry that into later life. Speculations that their uniqueness stem from the presence of the local witch just outside the village. One day, a very glamorous yet aging woman arrives seeking the witch, wanting to learn her magics. The young men witness a showdown between the woman and the witch. Victorious, the glamorous woman picks up a book, a vial of swirly purple, and a large necklace that she intends on wearing instead of a top. She then spies the boys and offers them jobs as bodyguards. They accept.
Ah. Okie doke. Right. Lovely. Okay. So, Nat and Emma, you can now grill Eddie on his pitch there and ask him what you want about it. If you've got any questions, if something didn't add up or whatever you want to check out. I don't know what that means.
Did she give him the name Tom, Dick, and Harry? Or
Yeah.
was that already established?
The older she got, the more arrogant she becomes, and she forgets their peasant names. So she calls them Tom, Dick, Harry, and Fabio.
Nice. And you even told me that, and I forgot.
Yeah, I did say, oh, Fabio is one of her bodyguards. That is good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Oh.
What?
So my first question is, in the end, was it the witch, the mysterious witch, who had these 4 quadruplets with abs born of one woman to the horse and a horse doctor? Or was it just a spontaneous natural phenomena? That's question number 1.
That's going to be left vague because I want 5 sequels to further explore the lore of the Christie bodyguards.
Okay, amazing.
I think because there'll be one story for each of them. I feel they're like the classic foursomes, the Marx Brothers, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Each one of them contributes a part to a greater whole, but those parts are worth looking into as well.
Amazing. Okay, and my second question is, the witch at the end is defeated. Is she killed? Do the villagers kill her? Is she burned? What happens to the witch?
That's a good point. Well, the showdown, she's certainly defeated. I don't know whether... I mean, I'm thinking that this is probably going to be this is going to be a while ago. This might be 17th century, so she may well just die of some sort of pox
Okay.
As was common at the time.
We've all been there. We've
Yeah,
all
well, I
been
mean,
there.
we all have, but now we've got penicillin, so
Yeah.
I get a pox every other week, mate. Just
That's fine.
antibiotic it up. So
Yeah.
just
No,
walk it
no
off.
super bugs. It's right.
No. Roberto, Daniel Mercer, Martin Cameron, Jason Gray. Come on and watch show. These people desperate for people to watch.
Thanks,
Squad
Roberto.
goals right there.
Thanks,
We need
Roberto. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. We've got 4 people viewing now, Roberto. So
Oh.
that's nearly
Hi.
half the viewers that all these online shows get. So who's laughing now, Roberto?
Yeah.
It just went down to 2 when I said that. Right, then, cool. Let's right. That was Eddie's. Then. Let's move on. Nat, it's yours.
Okay,
Hey,
I just
hey,
give.
Can I just say
hey-
it's quality, not quantity? Those 2 viewers, they're very welcome.
They're very welcome. Eddie, you weren't in the room when I said that. Things took a bit of a dark turn when I was writing this. They're all very dark. I think it's because I had toothache. I'm fine now, but they're just a bit scary.
Are you saying
Okay.
that for the sake of some oil of clove, we could have had much happier films?
Yes, well, they've taken the tooth out now. So if they'd have taken the tooth out before I wrote this, it would have been fine. So anyway,
Oh, I
yes.
see. Right.
Are they all
Yeah.
just about murdering dentists? Yours?
Essentially, there's a lot of murder. There's a lot
lot
of
of
murder.
enamel.
Nice.
Right. Okay. You ready for this?
I'm
Let's,
ready.
Go. Away you go.
Okay. Liesl von Ruhmen is just starting out as a young Hollywood actress. She's got it all. The looks, the brains, the very exotic, very skimpy costumes. But she discovers very quickly that Hollywood is in fact full of people just like her, young and beautiful, so she doesn't get many auditions. One day in her spare time, she picks up a book about Countess Elizabeth Baltharoy, a Hungarian noblewoman who was rumoured to have bathed in the blood of young virgins to stay beautiful. Liesl realises this is what she must do if she wants to be an actress forever and keep a hold of her looks. So she begins to experiment and murders her rival actresses, mixing their blood into different potions, reading black magic books, etc., until one day she hits the nail on the head with the pink and swirly potion and discovers the elixir of youth. She takes it herself and then begins to sell it, always following the spring.
Oh.
You can deep dive into the lore.
Nice, nice.
It was,
Oh, Mason!
don't
Stop
shoot
mucking
me.
about in your skimpy outfit.
No, don't.
Can we just do that for the rest of the hour?
Yeah. No, we'll do a carry-on tribute show where we just do that for 3 hours and see how quick people go.
Or up Pompeii or something like that.
Yeah. Right. Have you got so Eddie and Emma? You can ask Nat some questions.
Whilst developing this bloody mixture,
Yes.
are they were there any weird side effects? Was she taking on any of the personas of the previous actresses that have been slain, or did she get an extra boob? Was there a thigh that popped out of her arm? I don't know.
I mean, there were some, obviously, with each elixir that was mixed, there were some problems, but she was very clever. She never took it herself. So actually what she did was, you see Tom, Dick and Harry and Fabio, who look very, very alike. In my universe,
Tom, Dick, Harry and Fabio.
yes, in my universe, they're actually clones. So she's essentially cloning these people and trying out the potion on them, just very similar to is it the Illusionist, where turns out he's just murdering a clone of himself. So yes, so she tries out on them, and yes, there are some terrible side effects. Some of them die with horrible boils all over their face. Some of them have their genitals fall off. Some of them grow extra limbs. Some of them become spiders. I mean, there's a whole host of things. It was black magic, for God's sake. Anything could happen. Demons were summoned.
Nice.
Things were loosed upon the earth that can never be put back. But in the end, when she realised, when she'd got to, I'd say probably Tom, because she'd killed many others before, and it worked, and he remained young, and she realised what the exact mixture of young actress's blood was to all the other magic potion ingredients. She stopped then. Yeah.
Good.
I
Sounded
have a
good.
question. Does it explain why when because in Death Becomes Her, we see the party with all of her clients, and we
Yes.
see like Marilyn very much sort of 7-year itch era Marilyn. That's where she was at her most beautiful and stuff. James Dean, obviously, he died very young, but he's that.
Yep.
And then for some reason, the potion turns Elvis into the white jumpsuit Vegas era Elvis instead of the 68 comeback leather special or pre-army when he was easily one of the best looking people in the world. But they went, no, let's have the fat Vegas Elvis instead.
The burger Elvis, yeah.
So does that mean he had like a sort of a faulty batch of it, or?
I mean,
I think just from a technical thing, it's the easiest one to replicate anyway. People go, yeah, it's Elvis, rather than some lad.
I mean, I know why, but I just thought if you'd feel ripped off if you saw Marilyn Monroe walk past, she's off. What? Why do I look like this? Yeah. Because we saw
you would, wouldn't you?
Because I mean, it clearly can do that because we saw with Helen. She was, eating frosting out of the tub. I was absolutely certain it was yogurt when I was a kid because I didn't know that frosting could come in tubs. I just thought she keeps yogurt
Americans.
in the cupboard like some kind of maverick, just rotten yogurt, just shoveling it into her face. It was really I was like, this is crazy. But so she went from very, very big with a thin woman's face on top to being thin woman all over.
Well, I mean, it's not an exact science, is it? Making up these potions, and I mean, what if a little tiny fly fell in and she didn't notice, or the weighing scales, because the weighing scales might have been off. Tom, Dick, or Harry.
There's a tiny Jeff Goldblum going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tom, Dick, Harry, or Fabio could have walked past with their abs out. Could have got distracted. One drop too many of something. So unfortunately, she did give Elvis half his money back, though. So
that's all right.
Your prequel is George's Marvelous Medicine.
Basically. I never even thought of
that. Hello, Bob.
Hey,
Hi, Bob.
How are you doing?
Hey, Bob. You all right? Sorry, I missed your call earlier. I'll ring you tomorrow.
I mean, that could have been a text. We got housekeeping you need to clear up.
Might as well do my admin while I'm here. Roberto, stop mooing. All right.
We did move for a bit. I mean, in his defense, we did move for a bit.
We did move for a bit.
Why are you making impressions, Carl? I feel like I haunted. Yeah.
Are there ghosts coming out of the cow's udders and just like squirting around everywhere?
I don't know.
Very, very on topic. It's nearly spooky season.
It is, so that's it.
Cows do lactate ghosts at people.
He's having a dig at you this week, Eddie. Roberto, American have bad food habits. Scissors, you make perfect sense for us. It's not. I can sense the sarcasm when he types stuff, his Italian sarcasm.
I love him. Nice. I literally love him.
Brilliant. We all love him in our own way.
Of course we do.
Yeah. Right then, let's move on. So, Emma, it's your turn, your prequel. I'll get you a minute on the clock. I love how I say that. All it is me with my phone.
Right.
I have to expand my bit a bit, like I'm going to get you a minute on the clock while I wind it up. It's so technical.
Right. Like build a new clock.
Yeah.
This might be not it. It's like a sort of prequel of in the film. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to go with it.
In the very first episode we did, Tom King did exactly that. So a precedent was set.
That's how we go.
That's why we keep it loose. Yeah. Away you go. Go on. Go for it.
So my prequel is called Mortuary Academy. Miss Menville is sliding into debt. Between Madeline's nip and tuck heaven and his growing dependency on alcohol is between a spray can and a hard face. Death is the new plastic surgery, so it's back to school for Ernie. Formaldehyde, a heavy-duty gloves, a glug of whiskey, and Freyan ethics. Ernest learns how to bring back dignity to the corpse of Beverly Hills. He might even make some friends along the way. Not saying if they're stiff or not. Wish I'd not said that. Anyway, so take a peek behind the metal drawers of cold mortuary life with Ernie and his school of death. So that is it. It's a short one.
Okay. Right, I'm just right. Here we go then. Okay, questions then. Eddie and Nat, go for it.
Is this school of death open to students? Could I join, for instance?
Yeah, it's it would like budding autopsy folks and people who want to do anatomical things. And seeing as though you're talking about Bathory blood, then you can save it and make your own little sideline. The ethics are like Birkin hair, but
Right.
you can pick up what you want. So yeah.
Okay. I like that. So essentially, I could have a side business whilst I'm at the school, with the things that I'm learning from the school. Great, I'm in.
You need to supplement the funding.
I will point out, Nat, that unlike your current job, it's not really the done thing to hug the clients.
Oh, really? That's a shame.
Learning mortuary stuff.
That's a shame. Maybe that's what I need to bring to it, Eddie. Maybe you've just not thought about that. The fact that those clients might need that.
Well, you can
I had it asked backwards. I'm sorry. That's on me. Very much on me, that one. Yep, absolutely right. As we're going to be having, so this sort of happens around the 80s, doesn't it? That's sort of when, because
it's the 70s. I think
it was 1978. He's still a plastic surgeon, and then
chooses the film, not even. Sorry.
So between 1978 and 1985.
Yeah, so it's like there's a 14-year gap when they're married. But somehow they've lasted that long. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think, because obviously if he's in sort of Hollywood, Beverly Hills kind of area, who are some of the famous corpses he'll be spray painting along the way?
Oh God, that's a very good question.
Will he have that poor Phoenix boy?
Oh, that's too sad. I didn't think about the people who died. Well, when did John Lennon die? Could have Lennon, maybe
1980.
Well, it didn't say it. Yeah, we'll go John Lennon and write up.
I removed him for a River Phoenix penalty point.
You're right. You've also got to think exhuming the corpses.
I was just thinking of. I wasn't having a go. I was just saying he did die during that time.
He did.
No, he did. We're exhuming the corpses as well, because some of them want to get like a bit of plump, because they've been already like slightly devoured, but they deserve a good memory of how they look.
So you want to like maybe dig up Rock Hudson and give him a bit of filler in the lips.
Oh wait, this is getting weird. This is getting very weird now. So essentially, as well as mending newly dead bodies, he's digging up and restoring old dead bodies.
Yeah, but he needs to practice.
Yeah.
So
and he knows what Rock Hudson looked like because he had photos.
Yeah, and like
so it's easier.
He has murdered his wife. He's got very poor ethics and morals. So I'm just saying it's not beyond him. And he's drunk. Yeah, he's drunk. Yeah, everyone makes terrible decisions when they're drunk, except I don't know.
I've made some pretty bad decisions when I'm drunk, but I've never dug anyone up. But that's not my line of work. That's not my line of work.
I think we've got our first chat. What do you call it when somebody breaks into the thing? Yeah, look at this. It's just come through. Witness rep, I come to warn you of the destiny of your world so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world. Yeah, a bit of repetition there. You must destroy all your weapons before it's too late.
Out of my cold, dead hands.
I don't even know what that was.
I mean, witness rep.
Hello, my name is Carol. I'm your witness rep today. If you will follow me, I'm going to show you where you are going to witness. Now, if you could please sign the book, thank you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, keep it. They need to keep it light, don't they? Really? I mean,
I've never been witness rep.
We've never seen that before. It was good. Where were we? Any more questions? Did you ask a question?
I think Emma had just answered mine very satisfactorily. So
right, good. Nat, have you got a question?
I was just sort of jumped in and asked for clarification on bits. So I feel like I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Right. Nice one. Right. Then we've come to the end of that round. So it's time to vote. I'll give you a quick recap on the pitches you heard. So if you watch along on Facebook, Roberto, just give us a vote. And we'll vote in the room as well. So Eddie's prequel was called Four Protects Her. There's a birth in a barn, basically. 4 boys appear who all look like Fabio.
Yeah.
I think that's right. A young woman comes onto the scene. She seeks a witch. There's a massive battle, and the lady wins, and she gets a book, a vial, and a necklace that she just wears instead of clothes. And then she takes the 4 boys as her bodyguards. About right, isn't it? I think.
Yep.
Nats was about, what's her name? Lizzle.
Liesel, yeah.
Liesel.
Is it Liesel?
Oh, gee.
Yeah, Liesel.
Who knows? Let's call her
Liesel.
Easel for the rest of it. It'll be easier.
Liesel.
Easel is an actress in Hollywood, but then she realized everybody in Hollywood just looks like her, you know. So she goes, "Oh, that's a bit shit," and then she finds a book about bathing in blood, right? So then she starts dabbling in potion mixing, dabbling, and she invents the elixir. I won't say elixir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that, Dave. It'll say that in a minute. And then that's that. She invents potion. It goes into the film. Is that right?
Yep.
Didn't miss anything. And
Nope,
Emma's was about Ernest in the Mortuary Academy. I thought you said brings back corpses, but he's making them all up.
No, he's making them all up. He's not reanimating out.
Right. He's just making them up to look.
Other than his career.
Yeah, and then it digs people up as well. We found out to restore them as well to their previous condition.
Practice, you know.
Yeah, for practice. Yeah, like you do. I mean, we dig up old material all the time for practice, especially on this show. So, right then, okay. It's time to vote. Let's vote. So,
I think the biggest opportunity for hijinks and cameos is in Emma's. So I like the caper aspect of Death Becomes Her. So I think that would be it would continue the dark comedy caper business. So yeah, I'm voting for Emma's.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for Emma as well.
I'm going to vote for Nat because Madame Boffery just I'd say I'm going to say it's not delightful. It's not delightful. It's a very good idea. Eddie, you're also good, but I clearly didn't listen. I apologize.
I'm going to vote for Emma's as well because it sounds like you say a bit of a caper, a bit of fun, like it. And you could have some nice cameos as well from some dead celebrities. Right, let's see. Roberto.
John Belushi.
Yeah, John Belushi. I vote Kat as God in Egypt.
Oh, thank you, Roberto.
She made more sense.
Cats were worshipped in Egypt as gods.
That's right, yeah. Well done.
And
a witness rep's back. It can't be a bot then. It's actually some person. No, they said idiot. You must not vote for any of these beings as they are false idols. You must not worship them and meditate and connect with the universe. Is this you, Bob?
Am I a false idol?
So
I do like the way that witness rep is under the impression that these votes carry with them a great deal of psychological weight.
I wonder if he's on the presidential election chat. He's meant to be on that. He's got in the wrong room. You bought in the wrong room, mate. Get out.
My.
Can we decide for somebody to vote out of this? Just to piss him off.
Let me see.
Let's use the words meditate, universe.
Meditate.
Actually, it's. I think we should give this vote to Emma because she's already in the lead anyway. But the universe could mean like the expanded universe of the world of Death Becomes Her.
It could, yeah.
There you go.
The many options.
Yeah. So thanks for voting, witness rep. That's very nice to you. Oh, they're going to be livid now. How to upset a robot. Right then, cool. So Emma, you won that round. Well done.
Thank you.
Very good. It's all still to play for this evening, though. Don't get too comfy.
Oh.
Because we're going to move on to the sequels. Death Becomes Her The sequels. Here we go.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We're on. Here we go. Roberta's just said he vote for Cat as Cat is God in Egypt. Yeah, we got that. Just put it twice.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because he really wants to make sure you know that I am great.
We can't see your moustache in that photo, Roberta. Only you got one where it's more on display.
Come on,
We like that one.
Roberto. We're the only ones who get to rehash the same jokes over and over again. As an audience member, we expect more from you.
Yeah, true, very true. Right then, sequels. Nat, you're going first this time.
Okay.
We'll mix it up a bit, yeah?
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then, I'm going to put your minute on the clock. It's on the clock now.
Okay. Two kids are poking around in some garbage when they come across two broken but very lifelike heads. One of the kids takes them home. She wants to repaint them and kick them about a bit. A few weeks later, she hears whispered conversations from the bag that she stuck the heads in and threw under her bed. Are they haunted? Is the house haunted? Eventually, she summons up the courage to open the bag and immediately is screamed at by what is left of Helen and Madeline. After they've all calmed down, they tell her she must fix them. At first, she tries to put them on mannequins, but they can't move themselves, and she gets really fed up of doing everything for them. In the end, there is only one thing she can do: become the Dr. Frankenstein to their monster and create new bodies stitched together for Helen and Maddie per their instructions. Using parts from yoga teachers and models, they end up with new, young patchwork bodies to live in or on. The girl, unfortunately, is arrested and sent to jail for life, but Helen and Maddie escape, haunting the streets as vile, shunned, sewn together creatures. The end.
Ooh.
I warned you about that.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, very good. Okay, Eddie and Emma, you can ask Nat some questions there.
Where's she harvesting the meat?
Well, this is why she's not very good. She's only still young. She's not like very young, but she's only still young. And essentially, she has to carry around Maddie and Helen in a bag. And when she sees somebody she thinks that they might like, she pops their heads out so they can have a look. So she just hangs around like gyms, acting studios, models, casting calls, places like that. And then she follows them home and quite literally just kidnaps them from there. So she's not very good at it. And that's why she eventually gets caught. Yeah.
Is she like, is there like a detective who's doing a long series kind of following around and kind of going, hey, she's going to, nope, and just narrowly missing her? What's the kind of...
That would be great, actually. I didn't think of it like that. I thought it was going to be grittier and darker, but that would actually add a touch of light. Death Becomes Her style comedy too, I suppose, if he keeps like going and then suddenly he has to go get a Subway sandwich and she does the kidnapping while he's like in the shop, and when he comes back they're all gone. He's like, why I order? That could be quite funny. Yeah, he nips to the loo, he goes and gets a donut, all of that stuff. Yeah. Nice, we could do that. I'm happy to change that. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody get that cat out of here. Somebody get that cat out of here.
All my questions.
God of Egypt is back.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Could they have some kind of branded vehicle in which to put all of this stuff?
You mean like the Mystery Machine or Ecto-1?
I think he's thinking Adam's Family more, is he? Are you thinking more?
No, I'm happy with either of those, but yes, that kind of thing.
That type of thing.
Could you have a sidecar?
Was it Adam's Family or Munsters? Munsters had a
yeah, they had a car, yeah.
Coffin car, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, it's Helen and Maddie, isn't it? And I would imagine that they would probably be sort of like some sort of very, very nice looking. They need a lot of boot space, so maybe just like a nice looking, one of those big gas guzzling type Range Rover type cars.
What about?
Well, keep in mind.
What about a hearse like Ghostbusters?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
keep in mind, at the end of the first film, they do mention the car. You know, where
you remember where you parked? Yeah.
So would it be? Do we get to find out what car they drove to the funeral?
Ooh.
that's a good call. Yeah, maybe they could just use that car because they've been like in garbage and then they've been stuck on the top of a mannequin for a while. So, they won't have probably been able to upgrade yet. So yeah, we'll use that car.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, cool. Very good. Okay. That was the question, right? So we'll move on. Emma, it's your turn for your sequel, please.
Okie dokie. This one's called Madeline and Helen's Cyberpunk Reunion. Friends, enemies, and long-serving companions, Mad and Helen have painted each other's bums for far too long. Carrying a myriad of wounds, broken bones, and crushed egos, they fling their heads at the mercy of cryogenics. $60,000 and a dream ticket to the future, their back, baby, and a night on the Neon Town calls. Little do they know that eternal youth doesn't mean a damn thing in a world of robots, hybrids, and and eyeball shots. Sorry, I got a bit muddled then. Girls just want to have guns, and they want to do them with lasers and all sorts of business. So yeah, they're coming back to reignite their lives, try and get a better body, and just go on the razzle dazzle, really. And have a merry old time.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. Right. Okay. Questions then from Eddie and Nat, please.
So, is this like when you watch the Hunger Games or read the Hunger Games, whichever you prefer, and the idea of the
I
capital
devour the Hunger Games.
Eddie and Chris have been known to dress up as Katniss and Rue and skip around the forest. I have seen that.
I can imagine,
we are not simply dressing up, we are role playing.
This is why Eddie said he liked Heart 3. So.
It is cosplay. So
The
like in the
not cosplay, be careful. Double.
Well, who's going to be killing all the boys and girls in the big game?
Gonna find some Jello pudding. No. Right. Sorry.
You're going to get drunk with the Woody Harrelson on the train.
Allegedly,
Witness rep.
Sorry, let's keep going. We're going up.
Yeah. Have you quite finished, young man? Yeah. So I can't remember what I was going to say now. It's gone. Oh yeah, no, that's it. My question. So in the capital, where they've got lots and lots of money and technology, people can at whim change their hair, their lips, their eye color, their everything like that. So is your future a more extreme version of that, where they can get animatronics, deadly weapons, things like that attached to them?
Yeah, I think they can play around with it because anything's possible in that future because people are hybrids. They're like, half cat, half mongoose, whatever.
Oh, so they can be animal hybrids as well.
Yeah, with the brain of a much younger Alicia Key. I don't know. She's passed, hasn't she? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. So yes, this. I don't know. This is just awful to all of the youth that have gone.
I think we've broken Emma.
Alicia Keys was on the One Show the other night.
Oh, was she? Oh, that's all right.
Sure she's
well, whatever.
Your question broke her, Nat.
I may be a robot.
Calm down a bit, keep it light.
Fine. I've been at Cyberpunk Universe. This is all part of the programming. That's all right. So yeah, I think there's like.
Oh, we've got.
There's lots of options.
Before Eddie's question, we got a bit more witness rep. She may tell you the world is haunted, but if you find the universal spirit, you will become unhaunted. Be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again.
Is that a Kate Bush song?
I don't understand what this is. What is this?
We don't know. Nobody knows. It's witness rep. Witness rep found the copy and paste key. That's all it is.
I think witness rep is under the impression that we think Death Becomes Her is real.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Jonestown situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With our 2 followers.
Yeah.
It's not a massacre, is it? It's more of a campsite, isn't it?
More of an inconvenience, really.
We don't need to move to South America to fulfill this. It would be nice. Yeah.
How many do you need for a cult? That's what we need to ask.
I reckon 3.
Death
It's
becomes
not
a
the
cult.
numbers, it's the dedication. I
No,
think
it's the
that's-
quad.
Right.
It's the
I'm
quad.
gonna Google that. How many people do you need for a cult?
There'll be a knock on door. Sorry, right, Eddie. What's your question?
My question is, it's sort of a bit like Nat's, but how grim is the cyberpunk world? Are we talking Blade Runner, or are we talking murkier than that? Because cyberpunk's got that sort of dystopian vibe. So, and also a sort of a sub question to that is, how mangled are they compared to the rest of the people around? Do they draw glances, or are they just like, oh look, more, surgery nuts or whatever?
I think like it's probably a bit Blade Runner-y, but like if Blade Runner took cocaine in a toilet sort of vibe, I imagine.
Cool.
I don't know. I've not done that myself, but it sounds gritty to me.
That's like Blade Runner squared.
Yeah, like Blade Runner, but with train spotting. So Blade spotting.
Blade Runner, really fucking Blade Runner about it. It's like that kind of.
No, that's maybe too grim. But they're going to add a bit of cheeky dazzle. They're going to have some like cheeky dazzle to it.
I felt fucking brilliant that day.
It'd just be really dull. Wouldn't it be like a dull version of Trainspotting? Choose life.
No, it would be a little edgy, I guess. But they're going to have loads of fun. There's going to be a lot of sequins, and no one's going to think they look that weird. It's just as soon as they hear that, like, they're going to be like, what?
Does it look more like the Super Mario Brothers film world?
I can't recall.
Did you watch that
so
one?
well.
No, maybe not.
Nope, didn't watch that.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
No,
Okay.
Don't drag up bad memories for everybody.
No.
Yeah, don't drag up.
But it might have like a Back to the Future vibe, but like sort of more futuristic, I guess. If your man's directing. Yeah.
2015.
Same director. Same director.
Yeah. Might as well keep it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, keep
and
it.
The same composer.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Thanks.
Right, Eddie, it's your turn. Your sequel, please. Away you go.
This is called How to Get Ahead in Makeup. So we know that by the end of the film, Helen and Mads are held together by paint and what I wrote down as cello tape earlier, but it's actually cello tape. Luckily, however, a nuclear war has proper knackered everything up. However, Drop Dead Gorgeous is here to help, which is the name of their makeup advisory firm. It's essentially like Avon calling, but for the more melty woman who wants it all. With some help from zombie Jonathan Van Ness, the apocalypse has never looked so fabulous. And so it's just them going around. It's sort of a bit like Dead Eye for the radiated woman. It's like that kind of thing. Special guest appearances from the leftover bits of Joan Rivers and Henry Cavill's moustache on a stick.
Okay.
Amazing.
Right. Okay. Questions then, Emma, on that? You can go for it.
Oh my God, I'm still digesting this. Sounds fabulous. What caused the nuclear war?
Ooh.
Just to be honest, I don't think the film goes into it because it's hardly a socio-political kind of film. We'll just assume that some world leaders didn't agree on something. One thing led to another. Kaboom.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Just sort of typical. We need a nuclear war for this plot to work, so we'll just say that one happened, and it's not that difficult to believe that it did.
Does zombie Jonathan Van Ness do ice skating on nuclear ice? Is that a thing?
Yes. Well, zombie Jonathan Van Ness has developed very sharp bones that just pop out of the bottom of his feet as sort of a post-radiation mutation. So in the event of there being any ice or just very thick water, because it's all a bit toasty outside, but sometimes you can get
that's a good point.
that they would be able to shoot across there and pirouette and do all of the good stuff.
So are you suggesting that the nuclear war has caused the zombies? And in which case, are they E.T. brain zombies? Or were they zombies before the nuclear war and they've dropped nuclear bombs to kill the zombies? The E.T. brain zombies. What? Yeah.
Yeah, no, the sort of zombie is, I suppose, used slightly incorrectly in that they're more like the ghouls from the Fallout series of video games. That they were humans, they've been radiated, and so they probably resemble zombies, but they are still sort of, they're alive, they're still coherent and stuff like that. So but that's why, because they look so frightful, Mads, Helen, and Jonathan Van Ness go around showing everyone how to bring out the best in themselves and really feel like they can just work it.
I can go with that. All right, thank you.
All right. Cool. I'll just have a quick look at the comments again.
Hey, Daniel, how are you doing?
Hey, Daniel, all right. I'm always hungry. I like games, so the Hunger Games is a perfect movie for me.
Cheers to that, Daniel. Tell you.
Nice.
He's also said we need William Shatner in Blade Runner.
Oh, interesting.
Why did I never think of casting William Shatner in any of my sequels, prequels, or requels before?
Well, now's the time, isn't it, to cast it? Yeah, it's a good call. Good shout.
I watched Three Men and a Baby, which you said Spock directed or made or whatever. So
yeah,
he could. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Witness reps back. Ignore this cult. He does think it's a cult. Listen to only truth. Free people be free and do not be brave. Great advice. Hey, you're really reaching to those 3 people who are watching Witness reps.
Grasping.
We're now a cult, baby. I'm far too excited about
that. I mean, do not listen to these 4 leaders. Oh, at least we're leaders. He's not called us like underlings.
We're not.
What do you think we're leaders?
I'll tell you what I'm leading. A very fulfilled life. Thank you, Witness Rep. That's what I'm leading.
With loads of people who we tell to take pills. We've got loads of followers who tell to take pills.
Anyway, so while we go on,
that would be good, Daniel.
While Nat and Emma tell you about their requels, I'm just going to set up a quick Patreon for our cult.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you'd like to sign up for that, that would be ideal.
Right.
Obviously, you have to be at the £100 tier for about 12 to 24 months before we tell you, the secret. But we will definitely tell you about it.
There is one. There is one.
We'll send you your own journal as well that you can jot down. It's got loads of pages for your thoughts and feelings. They're all just empty.
Can I also just make a move towards the fact that everyone who joins our cult has to wear the same coloured tracksuit?
Ooh. Nice.
Because Nat recently knocked over a Sports Direct and with her gang of criminals, and she's got loads of them.
Yeah.
The Puma, it's okay. It's not the worst, but
Are there fluorescent ones available?
Well, you're only allowed fluorescent ones if you buy into a certain tier of our cult. Did I say buy? I meant attain.
Yes.
Acquire a
The
certain
knowledge.
level within the cult.
Yeah.
Right. Should we vote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, let's do a quick recap then for your sequels. Nat's was 2 kids poke some garbage, find the heads basically of Helen and Madeline, puts them in a bag, takes them home for some reason, puts them under a bed, then hears them talking and goes, "What's that?" Then she starts. You started off with 2 kids and then it went to 1. I don't know why.
Well, only one of them took the heads home. The other one just went home.
Fair enough. Right.
Why are you including an also-ram in your film?
Right. She tries. The little lass who took them home tries to put them on mannequins, but they can't move. So then she decides to Dr. Frankenstein the shit out of it, basically. She gets new bodies from it. They're all patchwork by young people. And then she dies, I think. Is that right?
Well, no,
The
she
young
just
lad?
gets arrested for murdering all the
Oh,
people
sorry,
that
she gets
harvested
arrested.
the body parts for, yeah.
Well, that makes more sense, yeah. And
Yeah.
then Madeline and Helen go around haunting people then on the streets.
Yes.
The new bodies. All right. Emma's was about Mads and Helen. It's called Mads and Helen's Cyberpunk Reunion. That was the title, wasn't it? And it's basically they get frozen, the cryogenically frozen, wake up in the future where robots, hybrids, and all this stuff's going on. And then there's guns and laser battles. I don't know if that were right. And they get a better body. That's basically
pretty much it. They're just on the Raz.
Yeah, on the Raz, that's it, on the Raz. Eddie's was called How to Get Ahead in Makeup. There's been a nuclear war, everything's fucked, basically. And then I got a bit confused here. Jonathan Van Ness is a zombie, and he's got a makeup firm, is that right? It's like Avon, but for melted
They have the
people.
makeup firm, but yes.
Oh, sorry, right, they own the makeup firm.
No, you're
And
right.
then-
vegan and cruelty free?
And then it's a bit of a
I
bit of
think
a
so.
bit of a buddy movie.
Bit of it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So let's start voting. Vote in the room.
I'm going to vote for
on
Eddie this
person.
time because I love a good dystopian future. So I'll give my vote to Eddie this time.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
go Eddie as well because Jonathan Van Ness, and also seeing like the gals actually try and be nice and positive will be pretty fun. So yeah.
I'm going to vote for Nats this time.
I'm
Thank
voting
you.
for that as well.
I'm withholding my
Nice.
reason.
Thank you.
I'm not.
To be fair, when you vote in an election, you just put your cross in the box.
No, I
You
like the
don't
idea
know
of
that
the finding the bags and that continuing and trying to make them. I like that. I liked it.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right. Is it everybody voted? I've got one vote left. Not who.
I voted for Nat as well. If that was
All right, that's it. That's
The
the one.
draw.
Thanks.
Yeah, all right. Let's see who's voting on it. Oh, Daniel Mercer. Let's see what you got. I'll take the top bunk.
Nice bit of that.
Thanks.
Lovely.
Vote for Nat.
You can jump in my bunk anytime, Daniel.
I like the way that he's
Oh,
spaced it out.
saucy!
It's like you've gone. I'll take the top bunk, Nat. Well, I never.
Roberto's
just saying, Daniel Mercer. Why everyone crazy but us?
No, you see, that's the
Oh,
weird thinking that
Roberto.
starts a cult. That's dangerous cult mentality. That.
Yeah, I vote cat, as we must protect our children.
Thank you,
Nice.
Roberto. I appreciate it.
World is crazy, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Can't dispute that.
cool. Right, cool. Okay. We've got. Oh, here we go. Daniel Mercer had chat on Facebook. You enjoy.
Oh, thanks, Roberto. Me and Roberto are friends on Facebook now. We're getting on. We're bonding.
Aw.
Good for you. Let's see how that
Anything.
pans out. Let's see
My
how that-
eyes.
Right, at the end of that round, Nat is the winner.
Hey!
Well done.
Baby.
So just before we go into the requels, so that's one for Emma and one for Nat. It's still everything to play for this evening.
Oh, anything could happen.
Oh, anything could happen.
Bloody hell.
I know. Let's
Whoa.
move on to the requels. Right then. Okay, so we're going to start with Emma this time first. Mixing up a bit.
Nice. Well, unsurprisingly, this is going to be a short one. But right, we're going Death Becomes It. But I would think Madeline as Miss Piggy. I want Helen is the female gremlin from Gremlins 2. And Rick Moranis to play Ernest because they're interchangeable. And, you know, Moranis needs a bit more screen time these
He
days.
really does, doesn't he?
He went and he was like, all right, I'm having my babies. Boom. Sorry, this is not part of the thing anyway. Instead of replacing them with spray paint, it was going to be, they're going to slowly turn into robots. But the robotic eternal youth is then going to mean they get really coded badly, and then they're just going to probably try and slay everyone.
Right, okay.
And
Yeah.
that is the requel.
Wow, cool. Okay.
Wow, took a turn.
Nat
Didn't see
and-
that coming.
Nat and Eddie, ask some questions. Away you go.
So, slaying people, we're talking like a Skynet situation, taking over the electronics, triggering nuclear war, or just going around in gangs and beating people up.
I was like in the kind of the Gans thing where they're going round and they're proper like and like trying to sort of chop everyone in the face while spitting sort of robot oil at them in the eyes.
So then they could slip. There's oil all over the floor, chopped in the face. They slip, they hurt themselves, they can't get up, and then they get run over by cars, eaten by bears, things like that.
And they're like, ha 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 ha, die.
Oh,
And,
cold
so-
robots. Okay, all right, yeah.
Part of one.
That's,
Are you okay? Helping them up? No.
Ban in the head.
They basically get turned into robots the same way the Tin Man does in the Wizard of Oz book. In the Tin Woodman, basically, he starts off one day, he accidentally slings the axe, chops his leg off, and goes, "Oh, I better just put a tin one." He does it again to his other leg. Then he does
What an
it.
idiot.
This is how he does it in the book, and then both his arms, including the one he's holding the axe in, then his torso, and then his head, and then all of a sudden he's a Tin Man. That's how
The president is this saying for our children that they can chop limbs off and replace them without death?
just replace them with a length of tin.
There is a page. There is a page in between every time he chops one off. The just going, fuck.
Yeah.
Tourniquet! I need a tourniquet!
Yeah, L. Frank Baum just stood just writing, just like he screamed in agony. It's really eye-opening book.
That's good. It's very good.
I like that. Are the only two puppets performers going to be Miss Piggy and the female gremlin, or are we going for a sort of avenue to sort of being a equal split between people and puppet?
Yeah, I think I like the idea because that'll be quite a bit of fun. So like you can have, the Lady Eternal Youth. She's going to be a puppet. No two ways about it, and at least two of her hench.
I mean, you do realise that Miss Piggy is going to cost a lot of money to hire. Like the Gremlins puppet, she's been hanging around conventions for years. She'll be dead cheap. Like she'll just do it for peanuts. But
can we get
it's Miss Piggy, isn't it?
Can we get Bear Piggy, like a kind of spin-off act or like a tribute? I know it's not the same. It isn't the same. Or we could get. What about Mr. Piggy but with a wig? I don't know who that is.
At your peril.
There was, I don't know which.
Miss Pig in drag.
I don't know which Muppets one it was. I think it was Muppets Tonight. There was a Baywatch style Miss Piggy character. I don't know who that was.
Okay.
But she wasn't the main cast, so you could probably get her cheap.
Get her.
Also, what the hell are we talking about? We're discussing how much it is. You realise what we're discussing here? How much you can hire a puppet for? It's great.
Oh dear.
I think we need to apologise to Witness Rep. I think they're making a valid point, and I understand.
Well, puppet's our code word for our cult, innit? Puppet.
Oh God.
If you're watching puppets,
why do you think we killed Phil? I mean, Phil doesn't do the show anymore.
They like
puppets so much.
Yeah.
Roberto and Daniel, I can only apologise for the choice of film and all the things.
Yeah,
it's
all Emma's fault.
It is definitely.
Everything is Emma's fault.
Sacrifice me, and you guys can get to the next level.
There is no next level on this show. Just the end. We're just trying to get to the end. And that's it. Right, let's move on. Eddie, it's your turn. Your Requel, please.
Right. Okay, so Requel, I think. Now, this was a pretty dark comedy. I think it had some smart laughs in it. And so to remake it, I think leave the original as it is, and we'll go for a sort of a real left turn. So I'm going to remake it as a stoner comedy called Dude, Where's My Skin? Now, two idiots dare each other to live forever and therefore do. Not because of any sort of magic potion, but because of the fact that they are too stupid to actually die. Their own stupidity prevents them from dying. And they slowly ruin their bodies with other dares and mischief. Watch as they lose arms by seeing who can wank the fastest, and whose ribcage will be most damaged by inadvisable sex with a fat woman. It's a laugh a minute, provided that minute is a misspelling in the credits, where the gaffer is credited as Dogcock Malone. So it's going to be lots of scrapes and hilarious stuff.
Okay. Cool. I love it when people say that in the pitches. Hilarious scrapes. I'm not going to go into. It's fine. Right. Nat and Emma, you can ask Eddie some questions.
I don't know if it's clear that I struggled with these a little bit.
No.
I made up a member of the crew that I'm going to hire called Dogcock Malone. So.
I thought that was a deep cut to Dude, Where's My Car that you'd watched the film and that was in the credits.
I've never seen Dude, Where's My Car.
Yeah, right. You say that now.
I do say it now.
When I was working at the cinema, we had Dude, Where's My Car on, right? And
Eddie was in the front row every day.
I have a photo of you doing that. No, that was in Scream 5, the smallest screen, right? In Scream 1, they had some massive blockbuster film that was sold out, and a lad who worked on the tickets, he went up to Scream 1 and he did it every night. This film on this big blockbuster film. He'd wait till the bit, after the trailer had finished, just before the thing came up for the film, and he'd walk in and in a German accent would go, "Dude, where is mein Auto?" And all the audience laughed every time he did it. The guy called Scott.
I thought you were going to say Matt Jackson then. It sounded like a Matt Jackson thing.
That's got Jackson written all over it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it wasn't.
I can only assume that Scott is running his own cult by now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close.
Food, where's my flavour aid?
Where's my Auto? He used to do it. It was quite funny. I just thought that were a bit funny. It reminded me of it. But yeah, anyway. Right. So questions for Eddie there? What have you got?
That is... Is it like, are you gonna, the audition process, are you gonna sort of replicate that terrible film Dinner with the Schmucks to try and find the person who can do the stupidest for the film? Or
I've never heard of Dinner with the Schmucks.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
brings somebody who is the stupidest or the most idiotic person they can find onto the table.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Steve Carell in it and
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, that's it.
Right, no,
Everyman Paul Rudd.
Really passed me by that one. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, because I thought this is a little bit too stupid for Seth Rogen, which has never been said about a film before. But it's a little bit too stupid for Seth Rogen. So I want the Rob Schneider to Seth Rogen's Adam Sandler. That's who I'm looking for, but I don't know who that could be.
It'd be like James Franco or someone stupid, or
Big
Jonah
and disgusting
Hill.
ask.
Yeah.
No, again, I think they're too capable at this kind of thing.
Why don't you just put Rob Schneider in it then?
He would do it.
He would
yeah.
do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that other guy who's in that Finding Missy. I don't know what his
Oh,
name is. Blondie man.
David Spade.
Yeah, David Spade.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'd do
they
it.
both do it. Well, no, Rob Schneider would do it, and then David Spade would stand next to him and sort of go, "Huh."
David Spade's got his own chat show. He's too busy. I quite like his
Oh,
show.
yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
He's on Instagram, isn't he? Anyway.
He's too busy.
We'll get him on the show. We'll get him on the show. You're watching David Spade. We'd love to have you on here. Come on. We'll talk about
David Spade is
Tommy
witness
Boy.
rep. Pass it on.
Yeah.
So, Eddie, is this essentially very much like an extreme version of a Jackass movie?
There'll be aspects of that to it, yeah. But the sort of the dude, I just stapled my butt to a moose.
I mean, we've all been there. We've all been drunk in Canada and stapled
and the
ourselves to a
butt
moose.
goes with it. That's the big difference. It's not sort of like, oh, big bruise, oh, cut. It's like, no, that limb is gone now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And so it's so basically this sort of and then at the end it is just two heads just upside down in sort of homage to the original, and they're just like, dude, where did we park the car?
And then it turns into White Castle or whatever.
Yeah. And then they go, I don't know. Let's go White Castle.
Nice.
All right, cool. Right. Have you both asked your questions for it? Yeah. Okay. I lost track. Right then, Nat, it's your turn. Your recall. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. So essentially, I'm going too early.
You went too early, but it's all right.
Don't penalise me.
Do it.
So essentially, we know that as I said. That was just removed for the clock.
That was for the clock. That was for disrespecting the clock.
He's found a new power, Eddie, and we're done for.
Oh, no.
That's it now.
You might have to start again now.
It is becoming like a cult now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now that he can wield this power.
You're going to have to start that again, Nat, because nobody's heard you.
It's all right. I didn't even start it properly anyway, loser.
Right. The clock is now starting now. It's going now. Now.
So, as I said twice, once when I was cut off and once when I wasn't, we know that Meryl Streep didn't enjoy making this movie because of all the CGI, but I really, really love the movie. And so I would like to keep it as it is, but actually have people really get maimed, hurt, killed, hit with shovels, shot with shotguns, and just use all the actors that nobody really likes. So, Gwyneth Paltrow is going to be in there probably. I reckon she'd do a great job of being shot through the middle and falling in the pool. We'll essentially just have the same, we'll have Bruce, we'll have Meryl, we'll have Goldie, and they'll be doing it. But every time we need to do a section where somebody's hit, maimed, killed, hurt, we just swap them out for one of the actors that we just don't like.
All right. Okay.
And then they're the ones that are then pushed down the stairs, head backwards, smashed with a shovel. And then Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep could just jump back in as and when. So even though we can tell that they're not being any CGI, that they keep swapping out, nobody cares because it's the actors that everyone wants to see get the shit kicked out of them. That's my requel. Yeah, it's a bit violent. I warned you it was dark this week. That's what I want. I always keep going back to Gwyneth Paltrow. God bless her. But she's one of the people I would definitely have in there.
Could you use all the people who were on the Epstein flight list?
Yes.
Allegedly.
I would be more than happy to use all of the alleged people on the Epstein flight list several times over. I'm sure there are certain things we can do to revive them and then kill them again if need be. Yeah, I mean,
just there with this blonde mop on his head, getting shotgun through the tummy. They're
all really obviously handcuffed as well, though.
And they're looking dead. Their eyes look really desperate because they've been There's
just a couple of policemen either side of them all the time to prevent them running off.
Yeah,
they could have green gags on and then green screen that out and put a big smile or whatever. They're talking,
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say like a Hannibal Lecter sort of mask. That'd be good.
I mean, it opens the doors in, doesn't it? We can use the various. I don't know whether I'm allowed to use names or we'll get into trouble, but the various.
Just allegedly afterwards, and you're fine.
Like the allegedly R. Kelly, allegedly. People like true. That. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So
R. Kelly is definitely a wrong one.
He's a bad one, isn't he? Yeah. So just people like Kevin Spacey, allegedly. People like that. Let's just get him in. Get him hurt.
Cliff Richard, allegedly.
Ooh.
No, sorry, that's it. Oh,
you're lucky Chris is in his garage.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris's mum would have you.
Oh, it's all right. My mum would be protecting him as well. Oh dear.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it, really. That's my recall.
So what's happening to all these actors after they've been trashed? I know it's CGI, but is this actually real?
Yes, absolutely real. Yeah. Okay. Meryl Streep is a goddess. Meryl Streep is the most wonderful person in the universe. We all know this. And therefore, if she doesn't want CGI, then we won't have any CGI. It's real-time murder.
Excellent. Right. That is great. Yep. Okay.
So there is just a skip at the end saying also featuring and just showing the sort of blood.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
underneath just this pile. Yeah. And
Is
then
that
you
what
can
the
use
funeral's for?
Sequel.
Oh yeah.
Sequel
Yeah.
to Burning.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll go with that. I'm happy.
Nice.
with
Here
that.
we
yeah.
go. Here
Why
we go. We got some extra ideas for you. Take the Epstein list people who come back
Yeah.
after the incident and put them in a cage with Tiger King.
Tiger
pets.
King pets, yeah. They're used to the taste of human flesh. Allegedly.
Mm. And then
Roberto's piped up again. Why you staple your butt scissors? Maybe your new name should be Stapler.
Maybe we could start just going through stationary names for you, Eddie. We've gone from scissors now to stapler.
Everybody seen my stapler?
Oh, he put shot instead of shit.
Feed him for the right.
Yeah.
Come back after being shit. I like that one too. That one works.
Oh, we've got some.
we got the hole punch.
We've got some different. Oh, we've got
Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. Oh.
The only apology that we'll owe you now is repentance. The end is nigh. All right, we'll all apologise to you. We're really sorry. We're really so sorry.
Can you reckon? My bushy beard.
Sorry,
well,
witness
also,
rep.
earlier, Witness Rep started a post with the words "anything could happen,"
Oh.
and I used to co-own a business called Anything Could Happen, so they could be something.
They allegedly still use your press shots.
I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
They allegedly still use both of your Chris and Eddie's faces on some of them, or at least backs.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If people want to use that, it's fine.
I can just imagine like them putting this really profound statement out that says things along the lines of the only acceptance is repentance. Embrace the coming of the end now. But then it's just Chris's face like that. Or whatever pose they caught him in. I'd believe that.
Yeah.
Hell is a
can't help but feel that Witness Rep has really backed the wrong horse by going, I'm going to spread the word on this live stream. Yeah, that's where I'm going to find a sizable audience to pass on my information to. This is definitely where I'll do the most good.
Do you think Witness Rep is a witness protection scheme for people who were formerly in cults and they're trying to like save people?
Maybe.
No, you said they thought they'd cut out the middleman before our cult is properly formed. They'll just save everyone that way, and I go, "Hey, don't work hard, work smart."
Yeah,
I think you're onto him.
Right.
If you disappear in the next few days, we'll know.
Yeah, a lot of your doors, people. Right.
The irony is that we might not be here next week. That's genuinely true.
Oh yeah. I'm going to let people down gently with that at the end.
I'm sowing the seeds.
These sweet people are going to be gutted now when we tell them. Right, okay, requels then. So let's do your recaps. Emma's was basically Madeline was being played by Miss Piggy. Helen was going to be played by the Lady Gremlin out of Gremlins 2, if you want to be specific. Rick Moranis would now play Ernest because he hadn't done anything for a while, but we know why, and he's great, so we'd have him back. And then they turn into robots later on. They get made into robots, but they get bad coding. All the coding goes bad, so they start slaying people. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good, okay. Eddie's was a stoner comedy, Dude, Where's My Skin? And the two guys dare each other to try to kill each other, basically, but stupidity stops them dying. It's a laugh-a-minute comedy.
Only 1 minute has the laugh in it.
Only 1 minute has a laugh, so laugh for 1 minute. Nats was, we know Meryl Streep hit it, so it's exactly as it is, though, but instead of CGI, it's all the actors you hate getting actually killed in every way possible. And we might be off the... Yeah, they might be off the Epstein list, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Look what you started with Roberta here now. Look, he's demanding, why? Why are you not here next week?
Oh, don't Roberto, because my heart's going to break.
Hang on, we'll figure that out in a minute. Right, so let's vote. Let's do some voting in the room and on Facebook, please. What are we going for?
Emma. Emma, can you just guarantee me that you can get both the wonderful Rick Moranis and the wonderful Miss Piggy?
Yes.
Then you have my vote.
You got my vote too. We'll go for the same reason. I want Rick Moranis back, and
I do.
I want him. Childhood crush. He's got to come back.
It was in that. Did you see that Ryan Reynolds advert? It did.
Yeah,
Was it Ryan Reynolds advert?
Google it really recently.
With Rick Moranis in it, and he kind of brings him in just for a quick cameo.
But advertising Ryan Reynolds.
It was what I don't know. I can't remember what they were advertising. It was something
I can't
else.
remember either. I was just excited about Rick.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the new Ghostbusters film. I'm hoping they've managed to get a cameo of him now that he's back in the forefront. And I want it to be. You heard it here first. I want it to be right at the end of the movie. Rick Moranis runs in with his proton pack on and goes, "Did I miss it?"
Oh,
that's my prediction.
So sweet.
They've got time to film it as well because it's not out till next year. Now they've got more extra time. They might be able to do a deal.
I mean, it's a better cameo than any other stuff they've done in there. Sorry, in the last one.
We don't discuss the last one.
We don't. I didn't mind, but anyway.
Did you see the dark clouds come over Chrissy's brow then?
I would like.
I regret the interruption.
Bit is a brilliant idea. I would accept one other one, which is where he just talks about how much North Atlantic salmon costs per pound. That would be that if he just comments on, if he goes past the deli and he goes, "Oh, that's a good deal on Atlantic salmon." Yeah. That would I'd like that as well. If he's not there for like the costume fitting.
Yeah. Any little cameo would be nice, wouldn't it?
Rick Moranis.
We all love Rick. We all love Rick. We'll do a Rick Moranis film. We'll find one to do on here.
Can we? That would be lovely. Little Shop of Horrors. Let's do Little Shop of Horrors. I've said it there. I've said it. Just going to leave it.
It's already a sequel, though. The musical's not sequel, a remake of the original black and white one.
The old one's good. And then they remade it again with something else. Anyway.
Let's just vote.
I'm voting for Emma as well.
Right, okay.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm going to go for Nat because anything where murdering bad people, even though, like, I'm not for murder, but in the film setting and to please Her Majesty Meryl, then yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Right. I mean, perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Let's have a look online. We've got Witness Rep. Vote with your souls and not your television sets. Witness Rep, just fucking vote, mate. Just join in. Just vote for somebody. If you vote for us, if you vote for somebody in the room now, Witness Rep, we'll take you more seriously with all your stuff you're putting up. We'll take it real seriously.
Please, Witness Rep, try and take us less seriously because I think there's a certain amount of credulity that. Anyway,
hang on. Let's analyze this one. Wait a minute. Souls and television sets. Who's got something close to that?
Who's nearest to television set?
Well,
Emma's and the robots.
And the Muppets were on TV. You've got another vote, Emma. Well done.
Thanks, Witness Rep. Really believe the message.
Thanks for joining in the fun, Witness Rep. Yay!
They must be great at parties.
Daniel Mercer, Emma. Another vote there. He's a sci-fi guy.
He's a sci-fi guy.
Yeah, cool. Oh, and Eddie, you've got a vote here.
Ooh.
I had 1 minute of achievement, so it should be proud. Oh, Roberto.
Don't know who burns worse.
Well, at least he's familiar with my work.
Yeah. Hey, a vote's a vote. You take it, don't you, when you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? He's even decided to put the same thing twice. He's put it twice, the same thing. We got it the first time, Roberto. All right. Jeez.
We've got that minute left again.
Look, please do not leave.
Oh, Roberto, we're not leaving, Roberto. We're not leaving. There must be something that we're not leaving.
I've got an idea we could do for next week, but I'll talk about that. Right then. So at the end of that round, Emma, you've won. You've won that.
Thank you.
And which means with 2 rounds this week, you've won the entire night.
Right, thank you. Thank you.
Very well done.
And thanks
Very well
for
done
allowing me to do the film.
No, it's fine. It was
I enjoyed it. I hadn't seen it for a long time, so thank you.
It was a strange one. Robert Zemeckis as well. Yeah, you forget he's done this one. Or I did anyway. And then you watch it and you go, interesting.
And then you go back to Back to the Future.
Yeah, and go, now this is a movie. Now this,
Yeah. Let's get on a horse.
this is a movie. Yeah, cool. Right then. So, first of all, let's do some quick plugs actually for anything that's happening. Nat, have you got anything?
I've not got anything except work. It's all I do.
Eddie, Eddie's always got something. What have you got?
As always, yes, IC News podcast, which Chris and myself crop up in from time to time, and Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons podcast, fun for all the family, with adventures in the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
I thought you were going to say the world of nunchucks then.
The world of nunchucks.
The world of nunchucks. That would be
The world of nuns.
It's just where a load of nuns who are all Chuck Norris walk around.
It's
The
a
world of-
magical
the world
place
of
there
nuns.
on our way
Chris, I
there.
think Witness Rep has just shown
Oh, we've
that.
killed him. We've killed him. Yes.
Oh, it's a good malfunction code, Witness Rep.
Yeah. Cool. Emma, have you got anything to plug?
I'm just recycling and charity shop runs, isn't it? So yeah.
you plug in now. What's your favourite charity shop to go in? What's your favourite one? What has the
like
best stuff?
I like the cancer research one because you can get like a skirt for £2 and jackets for free, and it's down in Kirkstall if you want to have a gander.
Oh,
So not free, like £3 or £2, but yeah,
right.
not free.
I'm not going
And
then.
reuse is pretty good if you want to go there as well for all your charity recommendations.
Right, cool. Okay, excellent. There we go. Right, what we're going to say. So, Discount Comedy, check out improv shows. You can watch them online. We'll be back live gigging as well. If you are local to the Leeds area, Yorkshire area, we're back soon gigging. So have a look online for that as well. And other than that, thank you for watching tonight on Facebook. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you to our lovely
Thank
Roberto
you. Thank
and
you,
Daniel.
Roberta. Thank
for
you,
coming in.
Daniel.
Thanks to Witness Rep.
Thank you, Witness Rep.
See you next time,
Thanks.
Witness Rep.
All
Thanks,
hail
Witness
Witness
See you next
Rep,
time.
not doing the salute like that again.
So we're not
Watching too
here.
much Red Dwarf.
We're not here next week, but I'm thinking if we can try and do a Sunday night. Nat, your work, are you at a staff meeting?
I've
Sunday
got a
night?
staff meeting, and it's basically staff meeting. I believe is 6:30 till 7:30. So it would just mean that by the time I've closed up the meeting and then closed up the shop, I can't guarantee I'm going to be here at 8. That's the only trouble. This is
Maybe.
what's worrying me.
What we might do then Sunday, we might do something Sunday night. So tune in Sunday night. What we might do the long talked about thing where we pick like a franchise like Police Academy.
Police Academy, because I can just drop
something.
into that when I get
Police
home.
Academy talk.
We'll do a talk on Police Academy, and you can join in when you get back from home. Nat. And we'll
Amazing.
see.
Oh my God, that would be great. Yes,
right.
I'm all for
Got
that.
a lot of watching
Sunday
this
night
week
Police
to do.
Academy.
Refresh my memory.
I don't actually know what we're going to do about it. Maybe we should do a prequel sequel in there as well with it. We'll do that. We'll come up with some ideas for a prequel to Police Academy 1 and one for After 7 as we go. And we'll just do a
Sequel to Police Academy 7.
Literally,
we'll do-
I think
We'll do a bit
I
of
think-
talking about. We'll do a big Police Academy discussion, and we'll talk about ideas together for that. That's a new
Okay.
format. Just
Okay, yeah,
decided
I
on
might
it
only
then.
get the opportunity to watch 1-2 of the film stars this
Don't
week.
worry. Just come in
I'll
and
try.
talk about Steve
As long as
Goldberg.
it's
And I
1
think
and
I think
7.
we should start normal time 8 o'clock Sunday and just see how far we can go with it.
Yeah,
We're just
Roberto,
going.
I'll drop in Roberto about. I'll probably be
It
in
could be,
about half
could be
8.
an all-nighter. It could be an all-nighter.
We've been promising this for a while. I mean, I think we told Daniel that we'd do a Star Wars one, but apparently we're doing the money first, and then we'll do the sort of underground culty one later. The
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
So join us for the Police Academy special next Sunday night. So Sunday, not Monday, Sunday night at 8 p.m.
Sunday
Oh,
night.
goodness
and we'll
me.
see what happens.
Amazing.
And obviously, come in and join us. We might even invite some of these lovely people live into the room. Fuck it, let's do that.
Oh my God, let's get
Why the
Roberto in.
shit not?
We'll get Roberto. We'll get you in the room with us for once. We'll send you the link while we're in here. We'll see what happens. Let's just do it like that. Right, cool. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thanks to our lovely special guest Emma
Thank
there.
you.
Thank
Thank
you very
you,
much
Emma.
for joining us. Thanks to our regular panelists, well, Eddie and Nat. Thank you very much. That's it for tonight. Thank you and good night. Hope you enjoyed
Thank
it.
Good
you.
night.
Good night. Bye.